Yes, good morning, everyone. I hope you are able to hear me and you are able to watch my screen. So, yesterday we have completed first demo session and I uploaded already in our YouTube channel. Today we are going for second demo session. Just recap what we discussed yesterday. Yesterday we talked about what is cloud, what are different cloud companies we have in the market, what is Oracle Cloud, different tools and products available in Oracle Cloud. And out of that, Oracle Fusion Applications is one of the ERP product. And what is meant by ERP? Enterprise Resource Planning, having different domains, finance, HCM, supply chain, ORC. And who are the competitors market for Oracle Fusion Applications? And what are the major advantages with Oracle Fusion Cloud? And then in Fusion Applications, what is meant by HCM, Human Capital Management? What are the modules we have in HCM, Human Capital Management, and what are the modules we are going to learn in our training? That's what we have discussed yesterday. So, any doubts here? Please, anybody would like to talk with me? So, today we are going to start with application. This is the server access we are going to get. This is our URL. We don't need to install any software in our laptop. Just if you have good internet connection, that's fine. Just we have to enter the URL. Just log in with this user, any one of the user, and password will set the same password here. And let me just show you here. They said this is cloud-based ERP product, so we don't need to install anything in our application. Directly we'll go for enter the URL, enter the credentials, username and password here. And now this is the application. This is what our ERP application, Fusion Applications, ERP software. Okay. If we look at here, this ERP application, we will see two menus. Right side, one menu is there, user menu. We call this as user menu. We call it as user menu, right side. And left side, we see navigator menu. Left side, navigator. So right side, we are going to use this user menu. This is for managing all our setups and maintenance, indirectly admin part. Indirectly admin part. As a functional consultant or as a technical consultant, we are going to do all these options over here. It is. We are going to do all these options from here, from setup and maintenance. From setup and maintenance, we are going to do this here.
Everyone having that access only for functional and HCM
Uh,
only.
Sorry, come again.
So everyone get that admin tool need to do, or only few people only can do.
A few peoples only, whoever is having the access. Okay. So as we discussed yesterday in Fusion Applications, if Wipro is going to start recruitment, okay, then we are going to start the project, right? There we specified that here. Client will buy the software from Oracle Corporation. What is the software? Oracle Fusion Applications, HCM. Who is your client? Reliance Trends. Reliance Trends is the client. Okay. And what is the software? ERP software, Fusion Applications. So once client buy this software from Oracle, Oracle is the company who has developed this product, right? This product, and they said that anybody can buy this license and then go for start using the application to manage your business data, HR data or finance data. Now here, client, what they will do is once they get the license, they give this project to Wipro or TCS or Infosys or Techem or Accenture, Deloitte, any one of this client. Okay. So here, let's say Wipro company has got this project. Wipro company start recruiting the consultants. There will be two types of consultants, functional and technical. Functional consultants and technical consultants. Okay. Now, functional consultant or technical, both are implementation users. We will have the access to this environment. This we call it as FSM, Functional Setup Manage. Go to user menu, setup and maintenance. This is indirect. Indirectly, this is for our software team, IT team. We are going to access this environment and perform all our setups and maintain our setups information here. Okay.
Yeah. Is there a separate admin related things here? That means so many companies maintain admin team, technical team, functional team like that, right?
No, in the cloud environment, we don't find any separate admin team, only functional and technical, only two teams.
Oh, yeah, mostly MNC companies they maintain like that only.
Yes.
They give separate team for maintenance admin things and
Not required because Oracle will take care of that. If client wants to manage separate team, they can maintain. That is up to their requirement. But complete application management server 24 by 7, Oracle will take care of that. That's the major advantage of the cloud. Right?
yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, what is
So,
the how many years if in case if we get any projects in MNC companies, once implement not required functional assistance, right?
sorry, I'm not clear with your question.
No, no. Once project get once implementation is done, then they not required that, right? Functional guys.
Support is required, right?
Yeah, and
Need to
usually how many years it will take mostly?
It's take 1 year minimum, 2 to 3 years also. Then after that, for example, 10 people are involved in the implementation. Maybe
Yes.
3 to 4 members required for the support. Next level, support and maintenance. Support is mandatory for the client, right? In
That
case
means
if
remaining people so they have to choose another project.
this is it is common, very common, right? Once the
Yeah.
implementation is done, the team size will be down.
Thank
So this is our application environment front end. We see front end right side user menu and left side we see the navigator menu. Okay. So front end right side we do all our functional setups as well as the technical setups. We complete our software. IT team is going to do this work here. And left side we are going to test whether those setups and maintenance work is testing or not. For example, uh, we'll take one simple assignment. Client is asking, we opened a new branch here. So first hire one employee and create one new location. Client has opened a business in new location. Okay. We would like to transfer employee into this new location. transfer should happen from 1st February 2026, not immediately. From 1st February 2026. And assign new manager. Assign the new manager called Mitch Blum. Mitch Blum is the manager, is available, and then go for test it whether the manager assignment is completed or not. This is an assignment. Okay. So hiring an employee. So we are supposed to hire an employee. If you want to hire an employee, we require the role called human resource specialist. Human resource specialist role is required. Okay. So this human resource specialist role, we will be assigning to the employee so that he can hire employees. And then if you want to create a location, then you must have the role called application implementation consultant. Application implementation consultant. Make sure that this role is exist. Get around 10 to 15 role names like employee role, line manager, payroll manager, payroll administrator, like that. Around 10 to 15 roles we get. We must be very clear about those roles, which role, what purpose, what activities we can do with that role. This all we should be very clear. So once we are clear with the roles, then we can start working on the application. Okay. So that module wise, we'll be discussing later what roles are required. At this point of time, make sure that these roles are exist for your user. Then only you can perform this activity. Okay. So first thing is we want to hire an employee. Okay. So let's go to the applications here. Navigator, my client group, new person. New person. Excuse me. We can also go to my client groups, new person. Both are same. Whatever the springboard we are able to see here, and whatever the navigator we are able to see here, both are same. Both are same. Navigator and springboard, both are same here. So let me take this new person. We are hiring an employee. Generally, in the real time, who will hire the employees? HR department will do. When employees are going to join in the organization day to day, they are going to hire the employees. But before they start hiring an employee, this all setups we have to do it. In the HR department, one recruiter is going to hire an employee, saying that the employee joined on the January 1st. Okay. And this is legal employer. Legal employer is nothing but a company name. Here we have some built-in This is testing data. Australia legal entity, China, Japan, Singapore, Hong Kong, Italy. This is all testing data given by Oracle. But what client is telling, I have a business in India. I have two companies. One is Reliance Trends, another one is Reliance Digital. Reliance Trends, another one is a Reliance Digital. I don't need all this. In fact, when you buy the licensed software, you don't find this data empty. It's a fresh instance. Okay. As a functional consultant, we will be discussing with the client how many legal employers you have. Client will be confused. What is meant by legal employer? I have a company, I have branches, I have departments, I have employees. Okay. Thousands of employees I have. Okay. They have different positions, different grades. They are working for different locations and they have different roles and responsibilities, day-to-day activities. Okay. So they may not be familiar with this fusion application terminology. As a functional consultant, it's our responsibility to discuss with them and gather the requirement and prepare a document and get approval, and then we start configuration. That's what our setups we are going to do. Okay. So at this point of time, so I'm taking existing legal entity. Whenever we start the course, we will be creating the new legal entity. So let me take the legal entity is US1 legal entity. Legal employer is indirectly company. You are hiring one employee. Okay, that's fine. For which company you are hiring an employee? Client says that I have three companies or only one company. So whatever the companies you have, that you will be getting the list here. That's a configuration we have to do. Creating the legal address, creating legal entity, enabling as payroll setups and all. Okay. So once we do that setup, that you are able to see. Okay, we are going to see one example, next level, location. Right now, we are just hiring an employee. Worker number, you can enter any number here. Person number means employee number. 22, 33, 44, 55, I'm entering. And employee name, Madan Kumar. Okay, Mr. Madan Kumar. And then date of birth, designate. These all are additional fields, not mandatory. Someone added, we call it as flex fields. There is a concept called flex fields. When the client required additional fields, we can add like this. Okay. And identification. In India, we use Aadhaar card. If employee is working in India, Aadhaar card is there. If it is US, social security number, it should be this format, 9 digits format. It should be this format, 9 digits. We see it here. And then address, employee home address. Here we can find phone details, email details, marital status, highest educational level, and employee citizenship, visa information, employee passport details, visas and permits, employee contacts, parents, brother, child, emergency contact, sister. These all details are optional, not mandatory, except home address. Only home address is mandatory. We can see that star mark. Star mark means it's mandatory. So I'm just taking some existing address format here, New York City, and that's after person information. Next, we are going for employment information. We just specified that this Madan Mohan, we are hiring for a company called a legal entity, US one legal entity. It's our company name. Okay. In our example, we were talking Reliance Trends, right? Okay. Then which branch you are hiring this employee? Which location? What is the job you are offering to him? Designation. What is the grade you are offering? Is it full time or part time? Okay. This is all information we are going to capture here in this tab, employment tab. Okay. So here we can find business unit, nothing but a branch. US one branch we are hiring. Okay. And how about the position? Which position you are offering? I'm offering finance analyst. That's the position I'm going to offer for this employee. You cannot select this position because it does not have an open head count. Head count is full. You have full employees, so you cannot offer this position. It looks like this position is full. Now let me take it some other. Yeah, director of learning, and we'll be discussing how to create business units, how to create positions, different types of positions, jobs, grade ladder, grades, departments, how we work with the location. Anyway, we are going to see now. Okay, how we are getting all these values by default. The moment when I choose the position, I'm going to get automatically job name, department name, location, and some other properties. How we are going to get it all this automatically. So we'll be seeing that in our training part. Okay. For just for example, we see that location. It is there in our assignment, right? Now scroll down. Is Mr. Madan is a manager? No, he's not a manager. Is a salaried employee or is working hourly basis? Salaried employee. How about how many hours he is working per week? This, and it is one of the mandatory fields someone added. Nationality. Let's select some value here. It's not mandatory. Somebody had added. Looks like. Okay. So this is about providing the employment information whenever we are hiring an employee here. Click next button. How about salary? Salary details. Mandatory, we can add this salary details to the employee later. No problem. And final review. This is our employee number, 22334455, and let's go for submit. This is hiring process. So while hiring an employee, we got company name, we got branch name, we got job name, position, grade. These all properties we got. We got all these things. It has got some testing data, but in the real time, we are supposed to configure all these options. We need to discuss with the client. Okay, tell me how many companies you have, create. How many branches you have, means business unit, create. How many jobs, how many positions, how many grades, how many locations, how many departments. This is all we need to configure. Different types of departments and hierarchies. So that's an hiring process we have done successfully. Okay. After hiring an employee, what is the next step we want to perform? This is hiring employee completed successfully. I just wanted to test hiring process is done successfully or not. So for that, what we do, we go to Navigator. This is for hiring new employee, right? New person. This is for hiring new employee. Go to person management. Go to person management here and do the person number. Click search button. Now I can see that Mr. Madan Kumar, and this is a person number, national ID, department, location. We see all details here. We'll see all details here. If I click on the employee name, we'll be able to find detailed information. It's a review from the search page. Yeah. Now, what client is asking? Right now, Mr. Madan is working which location? He is working in Redwood City. But we are going to have a business in New York from 1st February. In New York, we are going to open a business outlet. I want to transfer this Madan from Redwood City to New York City. That's the task we want to do. So what is the task we have to perform first? We will ask our client to give me the address, location details, so that I'll create a location first. After creating the location, then I'll transfer this employee to that particular location from 1st February 2026. That's fine. If you want to create a location, it's one of the setup. Client says that I have 30 locations in US, 20 locations in India. Locations are nothing but branches or main head office, wherever the client is doing the business, we call it as a location. Maybe client is having business in Bangalore, in Whitefield, Electronic City, Manhattan Tech Park. Three locations they are having the business. Okay. So this all three locations address, we need to get it from the client and go for capture. And we need to configure. I'm just going to show you how to configure the location. So any setups you want to do it, we have to go to user menu, go to the options, setup and maintenance. Go to setup and maintenance here. And here I can find the list of offerings available. Financials, okay. Supply chain management, yes. Procurement module, order management module, sales module, public sector, project portfolio, recruiting module, student management. This is for the universities. Okay, like this we have. Then where is human capital management? I don't see human capital management, right? I'm not able to find. So human capital management is a combination of compensation management, workforce deployment, and workforce development. Workforce deployment and workforce development. This combination of three offerings. Combination of three offerings, we see that here it is. Compensation management, force deployment, workforce development. Workforce deployment and development. When you choose these three offerings, it's a combination of human capital management. We can take any offerings, no problem. Here, I would like to go for create a location. Just search with the word called location. And will give the location details that we have to configure. Reliance, Friends, New York City. Official language, email ID, phone number, fax, alternative number. These all are generic information. If the client is provided, then we will capture. Location, latitude and longitude means Google map. Whatever the map latitude and longitude is there, we use that. Shipping details. In case if that location is related for the warehouse, inventory related, we will go for enable it here. So this is mainly for the supply chain management consultant. So they'll be using it here. Okay. Now click review button. Location details we entered successfully. Location details we have entered. Before we submit for approval, let's go for review the location details once again. In case if anything is wrong, by mistake, if you have entered something wrong, then you can just go back and again modify it. And finally, let's say still you didn't get approval for this creation. For time being, you can just save and close. Later, you can submit for approvals. No, no problem. It's confirmed. We have to create a location. Then you can go for submit. Okay. So we submitted for approvals. Right now it is auto approval. Auto approval is there. We have an workflow approvals. It is important. It's our responsibility as functional consultant discussing with the client different types of approvals, different types of workflow notifications. Those all we are going to configure. Okay. So here is location we created. I just wanted to search whether location created successfully or not. Yes. Now location created successfully, and of course it is active status, and we got all. Okay. So like this, maybe one location or multiple locations, whatever client provides, that we are supposed to create. That we are supposed to create. Here it is. Okay. So once we do this location, what is our next step? I want to transfer an employee to this location. I want to transfer an employee into New York City. Right now, employee is working in Redwood City, right? Go to Navigator, Sun Management, indirectly search. Oh, sorry, I'm doing it in Sun name. Madan Kumar. Now, Madan Kumar joined in the company 1st January 2026. That's the joining date. Okay. He's working in Redwood City. I want to transfer this employee from February 1st into New York City. Go to update, edit and update. What I'm trying to do, I'm trying to transfer, okay, from which date? From February 1st. From February 1st, we are going to transfer. What is the action you are going to perform? Transfer. Where is that? Here. There are different types. Global transfer is there, temporary assignment is there, suspend assignment is there. All are very important. Okay. Ending the provision period, change assignment, promotions. We'll be discussing in our training one by one all. Extend the temporary assignment. Temporary assignment means 3 months we are going to move the employee to that location or that department and he is going to come back again. Okay. Transfer means it is permanent. Permanently you are going to transfer the employee. So let me select transfer from 1st February 2026 onwards. Employee will be working in that location. So the reason is location change. Like this, we are going to perform the transfers, update the employment information. So, this one, right? Redwood City. Current location for employees, Redwood City. Now let's go for Reliance. Whatever the location we created, we are supposed to. We got it. Okay. So whenever we are implementing this application for client, Oracle will give the software access. There we find fresh instance, means empty data, zero records. Everything we have to discuss with the client and go for configure. But the complexity is you must know what is the parent object and what is the child object. What is the relation between those objects and where it will be reflected. This is very important. Okay. We created location. Fine. It's fine. Before you go for create a location, you are supposed to create a reference data set. We used built-in set, that's fine. Okay. And we are supposed to work with the lookups which are available for that location. Then we need to discuss with the client, this location is accessible by which employees. Okay, so a lot of security point of view or functionality point of view and dependency objects will be there. Those all we have to learn. That's what actually the functional consultant uh, role and responsibility. Role and responsibility. Okay. Anyway, that we will be discussing detailed one by one in hierarchy model in our training. I selected that employee is working in this particular location. It's fine. It's a transfer. Click review button. You can't submit directly. You must review what changes you did. Now I can find here the details. This is current value, Redwood City. And this is proposed value. It's new value we got here. We got proposed value here. If everything is fine, then go ahead with this. Click submit. We transferred employee successfully. And this transfer will be effective from 1st February 2026. Okay. Now click done button. Now let me search employee here. Whatever the transactions we have done, for example, we hired employee, then we created location, then we transferred. The transactions we have performed, right? Hiring, creating location, transfer employee. Is there any place where I can see all these transactions status? Status means who has created, who has approved, what is the status of this transfer? Is it completed or waiting for approval or any errors or pending? Okay. Yes, there is a environment where I can find all the details. Go to navigator. We call it as transaction console. Scroll down. Tools menu. There is an option here, transaction console. Transaction console in the name itself. Transaction console. Hiring employee is one of the transaction. Create location is one of the transaction. Transfer employee is one of the transaction. Whatever you do, that's going to be a transaction. So by default here in transaction manager, you see the failed status, but I don't want to see the failed one. You can find here Madan Kumar hiring status. You hired an employee, then you created a location, then you have transferred employee. So all the status are active, successful. Of course, internally there is some checklists are happening. There is internal workflow notifications will be sent across the applications for approvals and all. Here we are going to. Okay, so that's the environment. Transaction console. We'll be looking out here. Here different setups are there, like approval rules are there, archiving the transaction summary and transaction analytics. We are going to see that one by one later. So let me come back to here. That's what we have done successfully: hiring, transfer, and creating the location. Now the client is asking right now, no manager for this employee. Let's assign the manager. Before that, transfer. I wanted to see updated or not. Go to my client groups and management. We'll be discussing all these options one by one, uh, right from the basics. But in the demo, I'm just performing some task. The reason is before you join into this course, you will be clear what exactly we have to do, whether I'm able to understand this or not, whether you are able to follow my teaching or not, whether the technology is interesting or not. That's what you are. That's the reason I'm just performing this task. Okay. Otherwise, if you want to create a location, there are some basic discussion. What is location? Different categories, different lookups. Those all we'll be discussing one by one. Right now, I'm just doing directly an assignment. I'm just taking one assignment and doing it directly. Now, if we look at employee details, this employee still he is working in Redwood City. Current location still system is showing that is working in Redwood City because when you are searching for a record, you have selected 20th January 2026. Effective as of date is 20th. This means are asking to the system saying that Mr. Madan record as of 20th January. As of 20th January, obviously is in Redwood City only. Only from February 1st, he will be effective in New York City. In New York City. Okay. We have to change this concept. We call it as day track concept. Day track concept is there. We'll be discussing that later. Now let me change the date, February 1st. Now system will understand today. Today date is February 1st. As of February 1st, where is going to be this employee? Now I can see that. Reliance Trends. Reliance Trends. Okay, after some time, the manager want to know the status of Mr. Mother when he has joined in the company. After that, when we transferred, we'll see that history also. Next level. Fine. So now the transfer is done successfully. What is the next task? No manager. Manager is not there for Mr. Mother. We want to assign the manager. Obviously, it's very common requirement, right? Any employee join in the organizations. Let's say you are working as a cashier. You join in the company, and obviously they will set up that this is what your job, this is what your responsibility, and he is your manager, and this is what your job, position, grade, and all here, right? Okay, so we'll go for assign the manager here. We'll go for assign this manager here. I'm having existing manager, Mitch Blum. Or if you want to hire a new manager, of course, you can hire and assign. Instead of taking existing manager, let me show you how to hire a manager. Manager also is an employee. Already we discussed. Okay. Let me take a new manager, Mr. Ravi Kumar. We will hire the manager and assign that manager, Ravi Kumar. Okay. So let me hire new person. Manager also is an employee, right? Only just we have to mention that he's a manager. So manager joined in the same date. Ravi Kumar. So he is of recruitment. Here we have to mention he is a manager. There is a field to mention that whether he's a manager or not. Now, Mr. Ravi is a manager. System will understand, okay, he's one of the manager in the organization. This option we have to enable. Okay, someone added additional field, it's okay. Now it's completed successfully. We had a new employee and we made it Mr. Ravi is a manager. Okay. So what is our requirement? I want to assign Ravi is a manager for Mr. Madan. Okay. So as usual, let's go to navigator, person management. First we'll search whether Ravi is available or not. Yes, Ravi Kumar is there. Okay, that's fine. Let's search Madan. Select. I want to update manager details for Madan. Go to edit, update. From which date onwards is going to be a manager? From February 1st, he will be a manager. What is the action? Manager change. You can select any reason, no problem. Change of location of manager. Scroll down. Here we add manager details. Vision period, notice period. If we want to update, we can add update here. Manager details, we see that here. Yes, manager. No manager is there so far. This is Ravi Kumar. E for employee, number, fine. Whether he is a project manager or is a resource manager or is a mentor, regional manager or line manager. Line manager means normal. We'll have our manager, right? So we can also have one different manager as a project, one different manager as a line manager. So different we can have it. That's what we find it here. If you want to add one more manager, add, let's say Mitch Blum, the resource head, resource manager. And create also, no problem. Yeah, there it is. Yes. So sometime if you want delete, of course you can delete and modify it. So we updated that there are two managers for Madan. One is a line manager, another one is a resource manager. Okay. Click review button. Also effective from 1st February, not today. So we can see that changes. These are the proposed values. Here we did Ravi and Mitchell Cameron. Click submit. Now I did successfully here. So I just want to see the details. The manager name is updated or not from February 1st, right? Let's go to February 1st. From February 1st, of course, location changed and managers also got updated. Line manager and resource manager both got updated. Okay. I would like to see the history of this employee so far. So far, the history of this employee I would like to see here. There is a button here, view history. Click this button. Now I can see that the history of this employee. Here is the hiring. Initially we hired employee 1st January 2026. Then you did transfer from February 1st here. Transfer happened. And then manager change. Yes. In manager change also we can find details. Here we can see the change details. Ravi Kumar. Just make it. And the location is changed here. Here I can find. I would like to see the change details. We can find here what was the old location and what is current location. This all details. Okay, this is how I will configure the product. Right now we did only two setups. One location, two manager. Hundreds of setups we have to do for every module. For every module we have to do hundreds of setups. This is what actually our work. We done the setup, we tested successfully, then we deliver this to the client. Obviously, we have to test it, right? Hiring is not our job. End user, recruiters will do. Transfers is not our job. Managers will do. Okay. Creating location, creating manager, creating address, creating lookups, creating actions, action reasons. It's our job. Okay. But after we do some setup, definitely we have to test whether it's working or not. Without testing, we cannot deliver to the client, right? That's why we are going to do multiple test scenarios like this. And then finally, everything is fine, good product, and we'll transfer. That's what our assignment. So if you are able to understand these tasks, whatever I have done now, then this is the course is suitable for you. Yeah. Any doubts here, please?
Yeah, I have a doubt.
Please.
Yeah, usually in my company, they won't do directly from modifications, SAP or Oracle. They do in ServiceNow end. Then how to integrate?
That is integration. We will do it by using the tool called OICS, Oracle Integration Services.
There are ServiceNow, any tool we can integrate, right?
Any application your client is using, any information you want to exchange with the Fusion applications, we have to use this tool, OICS, Oracle Integration Cloud Service. For that, we need integration consultant.
Those things also in this training include or not?
No, this is not included. This is functional consultant training.
Okay, that is come from technical.
Yes, yes, technical. OICS, separate tool is there. I think it's around 40 hours we need to learn OICS.
Okay, that also in this technology provided, or I need to learn separate different.
No, that is a separate course. If somebody want to be an technically strong, they go for OICS.
Yeah, that's what. You can explain or different person like that's all.
Different person. I am not a technical guy. I am purely functional.
Okay. In this here only actual recognition, those also they can explain, right? Or
Yes,
different any.
yes. You can be in touch with our admin so that they can tell you the technical course details whenever it is started.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, one of my recently completed the course. They said like they're asking both HCM and technical. That's why.
Okay, no problem. You can talk with the admin. They can give the details about the technical.
Yeah, thank you.
Right. Okay. So this is what our one of the assignment. So tomorrow also we'll take one more assignment. This is what actually our work, doing the setups, performing the transactions, and testing those performance. And of course, we have not implemented approval. Approvals required, workflow notifications are required, scheduled process are required. But whatever we have done right now, assignment, if you are able to understand, yes, this course you can join and you can go ahead with and you can get the job. Placements can be done very easily if you are perfect. Okay. So I'll just go for deep details of our syllabus copy now. Detailed syllabus copy we'll discuss before we close our. So as I said, in human capital management, there are 8 modules. Out of that, 5 modules we are going to learn. The first one is a global HR. In global HR, right now, we have done this work. Today, we completed this task. Locations. We created new locations. And also, we have performed this transfer. Of course, there are other options, as I said, temporary assignment, global transfers, terminations, a lot of other things are there. We also done employee hiring. As I said, every module will have the hundreds of setups. Is all we have to do it. So the first module is a global HR. It's mandatory. Every client will have this project, global HR module. Then payroll module, we are going to do the US payroll, US legislation. And then we are going to have options management module, queue management. And then we are going to have talent management module. And another one is the individual compensation. It's going to be a part of our payroll. It's going to be a part of payroll, setting up salaries, employee payroll costing, payments, those things it will be included here. Okay. So this is going to be our syllabus copy here. Okay, fine. So let's connect tomorrow. Tomorrow also we'll take one assignment like how we have done today. So we'll take one assignment tomorrow. In that assignment, we'll be discussing how we will go for employee and manager, ESS, employee self-service and manager self-service. This all we'll discuss that tomorrow and take that. And tomorrow will be our final demo session. And from day after tomorrow onwards, our regular classes will be started. And it's when we start regular classes, of course, we start right from the basics, right from the basic options here. So this is an assignment we just wanted to show you in the application because it's not like, okay, login and joining and all, right? So we just wanted to show you how the tasks will be there and how it will be done. This is what actually we do it. So that you will have the clear idea. Okay, this is how we are supposed to do the setups and again test it whether it's working or not. That's all. Okay. Thank you. Let's see you tomorrow and we'll take another real-time assignment tomorrow. Thank you. You will see this video also in the YouTube channel. I already uploaded yesterday and today it's going to be again uploaded in another 1 hour. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.